Start up. Start up. Now it should be working, but that message thing that it had, this thing that it said that, oh, if you have that turned on. Apparently, the proper encoder thing, the major encoder to work. I don't know what that means, and apparently, the way Twitch is set up, it makes no sense either. So now my character works, and hopefully it's like I fucking hope I can find a way to stitch this to the beginning and end, like the beginning amount of time to this in a program that doesn't require to cost money, because I hate when programs that are free has this fucking time limit of 1 minute. Like, apparently every single company is just like, oh, you broke? Then fuck you, because like if you're broke and you want to stitch two videos together, and like, forget it, you can't. I wish there was programs that allowed, like similar to like the Pixlr. I wish that like I wish Pixlr had like a video editor that was fully free. Because if they did, then I could actually stitch my videos together, and then I would be able to do stuff good. And I wish like they just made programs that allows you to stitch videos together effortlessly without fucking everything over for the person. And now we're gonna just quickly fix. So now I go to the gameplay side. There, everything should work properly, but for some reason this one fucked itself over. And I have sound, and it should be myself. And now I have a GG banner in Fortnite. Pretty nice.
Very nice indeed.
And I kind of wish I could get some, like a way to splice my two scenes together so I can actually have it. Plus, when it says the major encoder tray, for like Twitch should be more specific on what they mean by it, because just saying major encoder to properly work, then they gotta specify what major encoder is, because they can't assume people are tech nerds. Like, the average Twitch streamer is actually the opposite of a tech savage nerd. Like, yeah, they know the basics because they have found easy shortcuts to do stream shit, but tons of streamers have only about 1/3 of the knowledge of tech shit to actually when it comes to streaming and how tech should be set up, which is why Twitch should not cater to the fact that they think, oh, people that stream, they should know tech really well. No, most don't fully know how that stream shit they do actually works. Case in point, one of the biggest VTubers, Amalie, has most of the time doesn't even know how half her shit actually works. And she's one of the biggest, meaning, like, she, for example, how like one keyboard and mouse for 2 PCs, and the only way she's managed to make it work is she has a button to click. How is that button set up? Wires. How does it actually work? She has no idea. She just knows it works. And that's where Twitch kind of fails, because they don't know that that's how most streamers do it. That they have shit set up, but they don't actually know how it works. They just know it functions without failing. That's why the major encoder shit should be set up and explained, so that people don't have to do a guessing game. And if anyone who is watching thinks, oh, I sound very negative, it's just because Twitch and Fugitech just are not set up properly to how it should be. And I'm smart enough to know how they should have set it up. But the people setting it up clearly are not. Because they clearly set someone to do the job who has the mentality of, this person probably knows how this shit works without actually, well, assuming they know, without actually knowing if they know, which is not how shit should work. Because people shouldn't assume, oh, this person knows how this works. The only times I feel like it's acceptable to assume someone knows how it works is basic shit like how a door is opened and shit like that, or how to pour juice or milk from a carton into a glass, like shit like that, where it's like you can't really mess up because like there's only one way to do it. Only on shit like that, people can assume, oh, should know how it works. On most other shit, they should assume people don't know fully, or that there's a good demographic that doesn't know how it works. So now, later, I gotta figure out what it means by major encoder, or whatever it said. Because that shit did not make any sense if like it was set up the way it should have been. It said, yeah, requires a major encoder to work, but it never explains what that major encoder is. And it doesn't even explain how everything is working, which is the dumbest setup. Hmm. 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 I just now checked up how like the setting in this in like Twitch the disconnect protection works, and it's like trying to like force close programs like OBS that would never work on it. But then if I had like the problem I had before with my character not showing up, how can I ever fix that if it's like, oh, if you try to force close, then it doesn't work. But then the only way to fix it is force closing. Like the only other way I can make it simulated is if I fully turn my PC off, but then it might be more than 90 seconds before it's back up with everything, and like at that point it's like, what the fuck's the point?
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I say that they should make it work good. Plus, apparently, all I need is to have as a major encoder thing is just to have a proper streaming software, and it's like that's just the most dumb, idiotic thing to put instead. Why not just say have a major? Just have like why don't just specify like note that they have to have OBS, Streamlabs, or use Twitch Studios, one of those, for it to work, instead of saying major encoder, because that just makes it the most fuck you setting. And also they make it seem like an absolute joke of a setting. When it's like, oh, to make it work, oh, you can't force close a program, even if that's the only way to fix your problem. They're basically saying, oh, you want to fix it, but you can't unless you force close. Well, fuck your stream then. That's why, like, even though Twitch is the best platform when it comes to streaming, there's major shit that should be fixed. Where I feel like Twitch should actually hire people with actual good level IQs to fix the shit, because they would actually know. So like, just I wish I could tell Twitch, just hire fucking autistic people. Then your shit will actually fucking make sense and work how it should be. And that actually goes to every company. If you want the best results, hire autistic people. You won't get better result. Like legit, you can't get better result if you hire autistic people. If you hire non-autistic people, you might get good result, but if you hire an autistic person to do the same shit, and not just an autistic person with ADHD, then it's like you will get the best result you can ever get to the point of their abilities. Like obviously, if you find someone who has done the same thing, but like for twice as many years, then obviously they might have some better skills. But if you hire two people that have the equal amount of years experience, but one is autistic with ADHD and the other is not, I would always hire the one with that's autistic with ADHD, because he is guaranteed to do better work.
Mm.
So, if Twitch is watching this, which there's a not that, I don't know how big chance that Twitch themselves is watching my stream, but if they are, hire autistic people for your to work on your actual like on some of your stuff, like the the stuff to recover stream, to make sure it doesn't disconnect even if your stream crash, even if your system crashes. Like the people behind that shit, hire an autistic person who knows how streaming actually works and has tested out streaming himself to make it work best, and make sure they know how to code properly. Because if they don't know how to code but know how to streaming work, then it will not be as good. Could still be very useful, but just hire people that will actually tell you what should be done with the shit to make it actually the most optimal. Like I could tell them, like tell Twitch that, oh, if you want this program to be the most optimal, make it so that if people close out of OBS, no matter how they close out, if they just close out of it, it still keeps the stream running. Because as long as they never click stop streaming, as long as they never click that, then shit should be good. And also, currently, if you bro, if you look at my stream, you can see what skin I'm currently using.
Hold on. I'm in the middle of combat.
I sup. There's a person in chat that said hi. Person to also I'm just saying to them sup.
Your.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Hmm?
What is that? Wolf? The
I'm confused what you're talking
Okay.
about, dude.
Your skin.
What do you mean? What is that?
Wolfie.
Yeah, it's a dude with a wolf mask.
Okay.
I was just confused when you were so confused, like going like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, it's just a dude with a like a military, like a like special military dude with a wolf mask.
リンクスタート
Like, also, I just wanna, bro, you can see if you see here, he has a tactic, like you have normal, and then this is still tactical, even though it's just desert camo.
Mm.
And it's actually pretty cool that it has a regular and desert camo. And I like that, but the one thing I don't like is seeing the character without the helmet, because like, what the fuck? I know that they try to make him look cool, but it just looks like his head was hit with a frying pan as a child. Like it feels like at one point during his childhood he was just hit straight in the face with a frying pan, which is why I prefer him with a mask on.
Hey.
But I don't know, should I do the regular version or a tactical version?
Tech.
This, if you it does this actually get better than the regular.
Yeah.
Alright. Also, I just now started thinking one thing that if I found a way to set it up properly for my stream stuff, if I then actually set it up properly, it would be hard to figure out how to do it.
Holy.
But if I was able to do it, it would be cool if I at some point were able to set up for my streams so that if I planned it correctly, for it set up specific subtitles connected to like in some sense where like if I could at least and if I were to but I figured out if I could set it up at some point that would be cool, and then we're able to set it up for so connected to like the PNGs on screen in a sense where like that setup, so when specific PNGs light up, it's connected to the voice to like the text, so that text appears right under them specifically.
Yeah.
But if I wish I could set up something like that, because that would be cool, because then I could have people that if someone is watching but for like I don't know why. There's a good chance if someone is deaf still wants to watch Twitch because they can still look, but then they have to rely on chat, which would be annoying to set up having properly done to type in chat and stream using a controller.
Lana is asking,
Yeah,
fun.
but their headset isn't working, so I have to would need to type in chat, but I can't really do that if I'm gonna use controller and the way as how am I set up. So I could not easily type in chat and play with controller because I'm not that good at typing. Not even close.
Bam.
Nice.
I got you, buddy.
Yeah.
I got you, bro. I hope there's enough space for the fucking forge. God. The forge is fucking massive.
Hmm.
How far back can I put it? Oh,
That's there's a new, if you can see, there's a new thing in Fortnite where you can add where you can collect sprites and put them on your back. And one of the sprites is known as the demon sprite. Yeah, the normal ones that is just called rare. That is just rare. Then you have some epic. Then you have legendary like this punk sprite and this dream sprite. The dream sprite, I don't really like this look of that much because it looks boring. But the punk sprite, ooh, that's a good one. And it just says possibly nothing or infinitely something, and I'm like, damn, that's cool.
very.
The king sprite is a good one because it says your pickaxe deals more damage, so like the higher level it is, when you have it equipped, the more damage your pickaxe does. Meaning if you have this equipped, you can then at some point, if you have it high enough level, your pickaxe would then to a player at the most do 120 damage in one swing of a hit. Which is fucking broken.
Yeah.
But one thing I hope they have fixed now is that when I click to set my controller platform to PlayStation 5, that it actually speaks as PlayStation 5, because recently it's kept switching back from PlayStation 5 as this preset to, oh no, Xbox One. Even though I never went into settings to select Xbox One. And it has its own emote, which I like. And I also increased some of the sound a bit for both me. That also would kind of be for stream, so just ensure that everyone hears the sound crystal clear.
In the crib, ma. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, you and I press to the hill. When the pimp's in the crib, ma. Drop it like it's
Oh, it's a
hot.
farming tool.
Also, bro, you can now see on my stream what the new map looks like.
You're kind of dancing on the screen, so it's gonna take a bit.
No, it shows what the new map looks like.
Stream's probably behind by a bit.
Slightly,
There you go.
but not that much.
Yeah, I can see it now. Oh, that's a much better way to clear those.
For some reason, I'm able to play the piano here.
Oh, that is much better. Cool.
Fuck! I just went out of ammo without realizing I went out of ammo. Plus, I feel like there's one bug Fortnite has not fixed at all, and that's the fact that if someone is on controller and they select a platform on when they're on PC, when they can select a controller platform, if they select anything other than they got Xbox One, they just default it to Xbox One. Like they just have it glitched without fixing it. And like, Fortnite, come on, it's one simple thing that they can fix, but no, because apparently majority of PC players have this mentality that if you're playing controller on PC, you're trash. So nothing that will help that is set up for them needs to be focused on. But other problems that if they have a problem that affects them, oh, then it's cry. Like if certain things that doesn't really give them an advantage, then it'll be like, oh, it's not that big of a problem to be fixed. But as soon as like a controller setting gets added that gives them the same competitive advantage as mouse and keyboard, then they should be like, oh, but that's unfair because now they have this and this, even though it just makes them almost as equal to mouse and keyboard players. Like there's an option setting that they've added recently that allows you to, when you're aiming with your gun, you can slightly move your like reticle like around so you can aim a bit more specific, and that's like gives people the same precision, like almost the same precision as mouse and keyboard players. But mouse and keyboard players probably will be like, but that's unfair. That makes them basically give them auto aim and shit and be like, no. It just makes people that mostly people that play on the console have an easier time, but it also makes people that play on PC with controller have an easier time. And also, I would suggest for people that are watching the stream to, I would encourage people that watch stream to actually consider trying to use some of the, either try to use some of the like channel point redeems, or if they have, depending on like if they're on PC, I don't know remember how the setup is, but yeah, like if they see an option to use an extension called Blurb, I would suggest people check it out at least because I have it set up for a reason, and I recently fixed it so that people don't need to use channel point, need to use any like bits on it. So now it's fully free, which is nice because I don't want people to pay for that shit. Because I know how it is when it comes to being pro. Maybe if I had at some point done streaming as full time, then I might at some point set it to cost 1 bit, like one, yeah, 1 bit, but or maybe two. If I had done streaming full time and I was in like proper need of getting paid from Twitch, then I would have probably set it to cost a bit, but not that much. But until that point, I'm looking out for the broke people on Twitch
Mm-hmm.
as a fellow broke person. I just saw something that we do not want in the stream chat. Someone talking about like AI view, bot viewer
Of course.
stuff. It's like, hey, they're basically, oh look here, you can get AI bot viewing. Like, no, no, thank you. Plus, I technically, without that, I don't feel like I don't know if it's actually possible this way, but I feel like there's a way that, as far as I know, I have thought of a way that potentially could allow people to have legal bot viewing without actually using bot viewing, and that is just make a shitload of actual accounts on Twitch that are registered as actual accounts, and just set up specific bots to make sure their account looks active
Mm.
and watching. And then technically there's legal accounts watching. It's just a bot controlling the account. But specifically set up as a bot, but in the same way as Neurosama or similar AI bots, all just being run on different computers watching the stream. Because then it's you're like bot viewing, but legal bot viewing.
Yep.
But then again, it's kind of complicated to set up, and I don't know if it actually would work. But in theory, that is the only way to make it legal with bot viewing. Any other way, and it's like not fucking legal. And I feel like I want to set up, mentioned in chat, how it's like open lobby, so I gotta put like a link to my Discord server and everything, just to tell them.
Yeah, it's those fucking stones. I gotta fucking make a pickaxe. Oh.
So now I put that in there, and then pin that, and then the manually unpin or end ups. Seems so like either either I have to manually unpin it, or it just stops at the end of the stream, which I like.
I like the fact that after I built like a house, a fucking clothes shop, or fucking whatever, as well as a forge, not a forge, a smithy or something, I don't know. I immediately started building a fucking shrine or whatever. Not an actual one yet, but I pre-made some stuff for it.
It seems very Japan.
Yeah. What the fuck? That stone is glowing? What the fuck? Oh, I didn't fucking finish it. That's why.
But I started thinking that, like,
Alright.
as soon as you get your hands on as soon as you get back your like capture card from storage, instead of like, as the first one of the first streams I do after that, if I have like a chill Fortnite stream or something like that, it would then set up so that you have your like that we set up so that there's a little corner of the screen of my stream that just shows your gameplay if you're playing a different game.
Who
But
should
it's set it
I
up-
make the shrine for, though? There's Amaterasu, Ebisu, Inari, Jizo, whatever the fuck it is, Kanon, Ryujin, Tenjin, and Hot, whatever the fuck his name is.
I'd say Ryujin,
Ryujin.
because that has to do with dragons. I know that. Mostly because Genji's ult in Overwatch is Ryujin no Kyokure. So it says Ryujin in the beginning, and his entire shtick is dragon.
That's true.
But even if I mention with dragon, I don't want any beef nut strokes because you feel like a dragon beef nuts. Because
I know, I was holding myself back from that.
All I have to say to you, holding
Oh.
you back, yourself back from it is, good boy.
Wait.
Or would you rather me saying, good girl?
I would rather that, yes.
Or, Uno reverse card, good femboy.
Yeah, that'll it's better actually.
That's more lore accurate.
That's more Lorica. Oh
Yeah.
shit! Right, I can do Torgis. Oh, dude, what the I am seeing a lot of shit here.
Oh yeah.
I need a specific stone for. Oh, that stone is perfect. Oh, yeah, dude, I fucking love this. Oh, it looks so fucking out of place. I need to spruce it up.
Also, I sort of thought of like a fun thing to call people that are technically a way to call femboys in a specific way, like that isn't technically disrespect at all to them. You just call them like walking gender confusion. Cause not that they're confused about their gender, but they confuse other people about their gender.
I mean,
Which
yeah,
I feel
guess
like it's
that's
pretty
true.
accurate, because a lot of people might look at a femboy and be like, that's a girl, and be like, no, that's a guy. And they're like, what? Therefore, walking gender confusion.
Oh my god, why? Why couldn't it have been something much easier to make? Is that a signpost? Training? Intense? Archery? Gallows? Oh, what? What is this? A wooden outdoor water container? Oh. Stacked socket barrels. Hell yeah, that fits. That fits shrines very well. Bam.
I need to find a way to
Alright,
get
what else?
downstairs, because there's just something downstairs. I don't have any way to get down there. Because I have a key that allows me to go down. Sorry, but there's no... that has like specific stuff for downstairs area. But there's no area to go downstairs that I found. There it is, but they don't make that corner obvious. Maybe I made it just slightly more obvious.
Let's have some fun.
Excuse me.
Because I did the
Place
smart
no
thing of
structure.
having my sprites being visible, because normally they're set so that you can see the sprites on the back. But not me. My sprites are invisible on the back.
Side quest, I'm gonna make a fucking guard tower.
Nice.
Oh, why did I make it out here instead? It's already fucking. Nah, I already started doing it over there.
Yeah.
Bang. Is that a good spot? Yeah, I guess so. Oh my god, this has a great. For ranged people, hell yeah. Fucking tower. Another settler. I'm a. Yeah, I don't care. Come here. We're gonna need your ass. Let's get you
I just not
into the
I kind
workshop.
of wish that they added at some point like a skin that's similar to this skin, except it's an actual like full-on cat boy.
Yeah,
But,
I'm currently in ads.
yeah, but still, like you know how what skin I mean, like the skin. I mean,
Yeah.
but like they make a version of that. It's kind of like that, but instead it's a cat boy with actual like tail and all that, and the cat ears instead of just having a mask on. And also slightly less amount of change so that it doesn't have a necklace and all that, because I feel like that would break the design off. So just have focus on the cat tail and the cat ears being there. Also, I'm glad my character got fixed so that I have my PNG showing.
Hey. Please let me change the fucking. You let me change that, but not this? Oh god.
I feel like by the time I get to having like this right, I feel like if I do correctly with my setup, I could then when we find a place to move to, I might change my setup a bit around, making my main monitor, like my monitor, my main screen, and my laptop my secondary screen instead of the other way around. But that's when we find a place to move to, so we don't live at our parents'
Mm.
Because at that point, if I then set up so that I have think that one stupid.
Oh, yeah, that is a much better spot for it. That opens the space up a whole lot more. Jesus Christ.
One of the best guns in the game currently is the like Chaos Exploder rifle, because it just shoots Chaos cubes at the enemies. So it's like basically shooting explosions at your enemies, which is so nice.
Hmm. I'm preferring the left doors. For some reason. Even though I'm right-handed. Whenever I'm making these buildings. Because the right side is opened. So I just had to. It makes it look so much better.
Yeah, and also that little, like if you see here, if you can see my stream, and if you see
Yeah, I'm looking.
the crosshair, how it's moving a slightly a bit in the extra crosshair I've added. And that's its actual game crosshair. It's moving a bit around inside my custom one. That small adjustments does significant change, because like I managed to shoot that other person also using this gun, so I can then aim a bit around, because now I can do small adjustments in my movement, like micro adjustments on top of my normal adjustments, allow me to hit way better. But they couldn't hit me as well as I could hit them, because I could micro move my shit and they could not do theirs.
Also, if you get the game and like I get or whatever the fuck and we just play together, I wonder if my like add-on allows you to use the shit, like if I make it. I just wonder if that would happen, because that would be sick. That just lets you bypass the fucking thing.
So I just changed the sprite I had on my back to one that's a duck with sunglasses.
Nice. Oh shit. Damn, I got a sick ass house now.
Nice.
Do you think I wanna switch it around though?
Fuck. But 6th place though, that's not a bad.
That's not bad.
Like I tend to usually get like, surprisingly, my average amount of like rating, like placement in like a match on Fortnite is like usually like surprisingly a lot, even though like it used to be way worse. So my average is set way higher than it is, but usually between 20 and 5. So because of that, it skews some of the settings a bit when it goes to career. So like, if I set to my own career, like it should have 0 build, but I have 8% top 10, so 20 top 10, top 10%. About 57.2% of games I'm in top 10, and then in about 71.5% in top 25, and I gotten 1 victory. And so far my average elimination is 2.5. That's because if I get killed, that's because like some matches I don't find almost no one.
Yeah.
And if I look at like career, my average, hey, my wins is my on career. My all-time wins is 69.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, that
69
really pissed me
wins.
off.
That's nice. That really is nice.
Direction. I shouldn't do it from this direction.
And now for the ones that haven't seen the battle pass, these are the skins currently in the battle pass. You have this mech suit, like this sprite in a mech suit. This like warrior with like a ninja cell sword, like this duck dude. Just like there's music like in Girl, the character I'm using, which looks pretty sick.
Is that a John Wick?
First, this person, which like feels like a strippers type character, which is kind of against what Fortnite seems to have been for. But the funny thing is, they said, "Oh, if you get the battle pass before a certain day, we will make her bra be an option of having gold." So if you get it, so if you have gotten the battle pass before
Playing game.
June, the 13th of June, they can have their melons in gold. We're like, what the fuck? Then we have this character. Don't really know much to say on this. Then, Pen and Ink John Wick. Who has an option to have his a non-jacket version. He has an emote. I'm like, nice. This one's good, but I prefer the original version because I have the non-pen and ink version, which I prefer because it looks better. But you can get the dog if you do certain quests by finding it in the map. I'm like, still like the original better because I have the original. But this glider though, that's kind of fun. Now the bad pass skins, this is the coolest. Mm.
Damn, I was muted, wasn't I?
Yeah, you have been muted a bit.
Fuck.
Were you?
I
Had you
forgot.
been talking?
I forgot. Yes, I forgot to unmute when people came into my room.
And one thing I found out just now was the fact that for some reason, like I don't know why, but my Stream Deck just won't connect up with OBS, meaning for the duration of this stream, the Stream Deck is useless because for some stupendously dumb reason, if sometimes the Stream Deck won't connect up with OBS, so that certain of my like buttons on the Stream Deck don't work, and the only way to fix it is to close OBS, then open it up again. And I'm like, why the fuck would that shit happen on premium products? Like, are people just not knowing how to properly code anymore?
Probably.
I think this is what happens when people don't hire new people that actually learned on the newest shit. Because they're like, oh no, you can't work here unless you have 10 years of work experience. And then it's like 10 years ago, this shit wouldn't even be possible. Like the coding has changed enough that they need new people that knows the current shit, but the people that they have don't know the newest shit because they had their info from 10 years ago. Like the new people they hire, oh, they have 10 years of work experience, but they don't know the new shit because they had been working for 10 years. Not learning the new shit, but working with the previous shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the world should fix itself by having less focus on experience and more focus on actual knowledge on the subject. Because like it doesn't matter how many years of experience you have for someone else. Someone else might be better. Like I am good at drawing after 21 years because I've made myself be good at drawing. But there could be someone with even rawer talent because I have some talent, but I made that talent be better by drawing for like most of my life. There could be someone who has done way less active drawing than me and has twice the talent and has been drawing for like only 5 years and can outperform me.
Mm-hmm.
But according to certain job settings, they would say I would still be more desirable because I have more experience, even if my skill level is technically lower than others. Which is why shit is just stupid. And why the world is kind of fucking over itself. Every day, it fucks itself over more and more and more. Because people are stupid. I'm just saying it straight out. People are fucking stupid.
I love the amount of customization I can do here. Because I'm just making my own mansion currently,
Nice.
and there's just so much I can do. Yeah, we're just gonna give whoever lives in this branch house good tatami mats, not the great or better shit.
So I was just now thinking, while I still, because I wanted to focus more on eating my food than playing the games a bit, but still be live on, still do the stream, because I started it. And because of that, I thought of instead of going on the gaming screen, I sort of, why not, like I could potentially, on my just chatting screen on one of the areas, set up like a square that shows some gameplay footage, like some videos of stuff from YouTube.
this looks good.
Ah.
Oh. I could turn that building into a fucking dojo instead.
So now I thought of if I then do like import, if I find a way to the display capture. If I then do correct formatting. The screen. Also, it won't be the best quality to look at in the size it's gonna be. But it would be better than nothing. And if I set it correctly, I could have it slightly behind my character. Potentially. So, I'm also wondering, should I have it on my just chatting screen, or should I add it to the gaming screen?
I don't know.
Because if I
I
put
should probably figure out
shit behind our PNGs, like if I go behind my own PNG,
that.
no, if I make it
See
slightly bigger,
that.
my character would be in front of it, so. But not too much, so. I don't care if it's slightly above in front of my character, it just works. And I thought of watching just some random video, and the first video that one of the first videos that popped up was from 6 days ago by Extinct Zoo about the real life prehistoric hybrid. Could watch that video.
Yes, please.
Making the stream slightly educational.
Yeah, it's not that bad, honestly.
Yeah.
I just made a tea house.
Yeah.
Uncle Oreo would be proud. Alright, don't fuck this up, don't fuck this up, don't fuck this up. Didn't fuck it up. Alright, straight corners. Oh, fucking legendary. Hell yeah. No, further along would be pretty nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Next.
Gorillas and horses as a combo, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Is that good? I'm gonna have to check. Wait. Oh, I'm gonna have to fucking make that thing first. Gotcha. That ain't...
Ah.
Okay. Oh, please have enough clearance.
Ah.
Just barely. What about right here? Please. Okay, that's... not a good sight, but I'm gonna be okay with it. Yeah, right there is good enough, I guess. Yeah. How do I want it to extend? Guess I'll hold that one off. This. Oh yeah. That really makes it look like a fucking courtyard. Walls. Okay. Now where do I want the fucking... You know what? Like here? No. That one over there. It's more grand, I guess. That could fucking destroy things again. My favorite pastime. God, fuck. Ugh. Actually, I should probably make a path going from here. Let's see, bang. Like here? Yeah, that seems good. There. Alright, bang. And bang. That looks good. That looks good. Let's see. It's about here. I don't even know how to line this shit up properly. Let's see. Like so? Is that fucking lined up?
Hmm.
Shit, better be. Right.
Hmm.
Okay, that should do that. And not you. You. Mm, okay.
A lot of weird creatures shown in this video.
Oh, perfectly fucking straight. Some fucking how. Okay, no, I fucked that placement up. Okay. Well, that. Gotta change that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's gonna have to work. Alright, so
So
I'm
now
gonna
I
have to
just
hope that's there.
stop doing like a smart thing where like I'm just gonna go like take some of the food stuff I have left upstairs. So therefore I'm gonna set my stream to a quick BRB by opening first of all
Okay,
to
I
make sure I
just
have
fucking nailed.
set up so I have things correctly, and then I go to the BRB screen. So now I have it there, but I then gotta mute both me and you on Discord, so just so the BRB is correct. With no yapping. So there. Now I'm gonna mute myself, and then before I do that, I just wanna say going upstairs, like just gonna clean up some of the food stuff I have and other small stuff with that, then go right back to streaming. unmute. The only I can see if they work is a perfect loop is give them their own playlists and add them to that so I can listen to them in their own playlists. So now the second song that I made out for this bit first, check it towards the end so I can see does it loop back into itself, because from everything else I've heard, it sounds like it could be a good one. Like it still didn't have the perfect looping back into itself. But I gotta see if the second one does. Now I'm gonna see if the new version is better, because hopefully they work better so I can use a chill BGM for my streams when I do like BRB and shit.
Mm. Oh, fucking perfect.
And then, like, I feel like if one of these works, I feel like the two ones, new I generated could work better than the previous ones. And then after the stream, because I'm gonna do this stream might be a bit longer than previous streams, but then after this stream, I'm then gonna try to use the same vibe, but make ones that fits more like an intro melody. So it's similar vibes, but slightly towards an anime intro with the same vibe. So, and then after that, depending on if I can generate more songs or if I have to wait, then next time I can generate more songs, I will then generate a proper endings soon song, and then I will try to add some of the songs I have in this playlist for current stream starts, thing and ending soon and shit. Like for the current stream playlist for songs. Make a new one and add some of the previous ones that I'm gonna keep to this, because some of the ones I want to keep feels good and I don't need to change them. Like the Christmas, birthday, and also the intro I made for whenever we're doing it. It Takes Two, which we need to finish.
Yeah, right. That.
I keep forgetting that we have to do that, but that's like, apparently since we both are pretty chill on it, we don't really need to stress on it. Like, we do that at the when we feel like that time is right to keep going on with that. I think I have ones that work. Even if they don't perfectly loop into itself, which I wanted, it's still better than the ones I have now, because the ones I have now is good, but they don't fit the good vibes I want. So, gotta keep doing more, like a few more matches. At least. And kinda wish someone during this stream would have redeemed Hydrate or something. Because like my redeems have been untouched. Not even a
Drink
head
or perish, coward.
And like normally this shows up like a fuck. My head pad didn't show up. What the fuck? Both of my shit didn't show up. Oh fuck, I gotta log back in.
Okay, that seems to be.
Now I accepted it. But then again, feel like someone like you have like wave past enough like channel points for it to not be a big deal.
I had 5,000, but
So, as I said,
something.
far beyond enough, because like there's very few like routines that require that much.
That's so easy, dude.
Yeah, but the thing is, the amount you get during a stream normally is still comfortable and good. Plus, I would say a little tip that could help at some point, if you ever want to just, like if you are in a financial good situation to help out, and you want to get like channel points better, faster, or at least more amounts, is if you ever are in a financial situation to do so. That would be sub, but that's only when if you are in a financial situation to do so. Because I wouldn't force anyone that aren't in financial situation to try to sub, only if they have a disposable income enough to do so, and they are properly able to have that disposable income to do so. I found I got a golden fire sprite from someone. I gotta find a way to collect it, so I ensure I don't lose it.
Let's hope this goes good.
If I lose this fire sprite, then I'm gonna be like, oh! So like, when is the chance for me to find another one? So I just gotta full send it to get to where I can save the fire sprite. So I have a level 3 gold fire sprite in my arsenal. Because I do not want to miss this fire sprite. And now I feel like it's a good thing that I can use my pickaxes to get
my
this
house.
sprite.
Where do you think you're going?
I like how after last season they made it so that now you can get infinite sprint with your pickaxes out. So if you have your pickaxe out, you automatically get infinite sprint. So another person in chat like, hey, more people. Always appreciated. I don't know what's going on with my accent sometimes. I don't usually have a like full-on accent. I have more of the like base neutral American accent, which is technically an accent. But at the same time, it's the accent of having no accent. So sometimes I just go weird. But then again, I'm a weird dude.
It would appear you have met this person before.
Yeah, our following, I just can't remember. Like, not every person I always fully remember if I haven't seen them in a bit, but there is something familiar. So, my mind is telling me that they do remember something, it's just like, can't place it fully. But that's just the ADHD brain. So, like, that's just that. But, like, more people in chat is always appreciated. And especially from followers, which shows that they are willing to come back. Oh, nice. When it comes to Twitter, I can fast forget a lot of people there, because like there's so many people that just haven't, so many like specific types of accounts that just messages to the point where like those specific accounts just like gets annoying, because there's certain accounts that just message over, like message wanting people to add them on OF and shit, and it's like they act like, oh, that's not what they actually want, but then it's like, nah, that's 100% what they want, and I'm like, no. And then there's a few people that it's not that I forgot, it's more that my ADHD brain just forgets a lot of stuff. Like I can get asked to do a task like before, like if I in the morning, someone says during the day do this task, and then I'm like okay, and then by the end of the day I'm like I fully forgot, even though it was told to me the same day. And it said like that was the only task I was given. It's like my brain just forgets, because it can sometimes decide for me what's supposed to be important memories, important stuff to remember, and not even if I myself can't remember or understand why. It just says, oh, this is important for you to remember, but this other thing, it's just like you should remember it, but like your brain won't keep it stored, because like the memories of my mind and my body are both, because of ADHD, our minds can't retain memory in the same normal ways. Like some stuff we remember crystal clear, and it's like memory that it's way useless, but then memory that should be remembered, it's just like basically just buffering screen. Like that amount of times I try to have to remember like remind my buddy of simple shit. Because his mind just forgets. It's incredibly amount of time.
Dude, I'm just working on the paths. This is one fucking road. It's a pain in my head. It's ruining the fucking aesthetic of it. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, why not have one of these as well? No, let's just do it from the same god. Which would be you, Eugene. Because that one is purely aesthetic.
Also, I did check now my Twitter and saw the message I got on Twitter, but I also saw when the last messages was sent according to what it said on Twitter, and that was like a few months ago, like a couple months ago, because it's like September of last year, so like it's been a hot minute. So then that's why my mind can't remember. Because like there's stuff that I would like there's other things where my mind like can't fully remember on it either, but it's like should remember. Like there are times where like there's like certain distant family members that I have had somewhat relative contact with, whereas like my mind still blanks on their names just because they've not been said enough. So there's that, where like my mind sometimes forgets on them. Sometimes there's people I've known for like years where I still can't fully place their names. Like it's just a weird thing with my mind. Like I am just not good at sometimes not good at remembering names. If I don't see the name often, like certain streamers that I watch and are friends with, I remember their names pretty good, but that's because I see their names multiple times a week, every week. So the name stuck pretty quickly because I saw their names so often. And then there's people that I have seen the names of almost like so few times, or heard so few times that my mind just like, eh?
Let's see. How does this work again? Oh, fuck, right, yeah, that works. Then... Oh, right here?
Also,
Yeah.
I really just realized there's a few things that have been changed in my streams since September last year. Like the fact that I have now new starting soon, ending soon PRP screens. I decided a specific on like my character design being the character I use as a PNG right now, the more demon based character, stuff like that. And also a new like just chatting screen and a lot of other stuff like just new stuff to make the shit better. I just found like a rare gummy sprite, so I gotta save that sprite so I have another sprite in my collection. I also now started thinking one thing that would be uniquely cool if I did, like bro, if you at some point started playing more Fortnite again, like with me, then when I collect enough sprites, if we then do smart, you can then set up like have the settings also correct on it, so that no one can see the sprites we have, so that whenever I get like a unique, if I have a, then I add like one of the unique sprites I've collected, that will forever be in my collection, like added to my back. And then you add your basic sprite, then I can then keep finding, then, or we can then find, like, or you don't have any sprite collected, and then I can find another sprite, switch it out with the one on my back, you pick up the one from my back, we collect them, you get the unique sprites, and boom, your collection is bigger without needing to look for them. Which is a genius way to get unique sprites. Like a gummy sprite, like a gummy fire sprite, and like, yo, Baba, gummy fire sprite. Now it's gonna collect, and it doesn't matter if someone kills me. It's collected. No one can take it away. Now I added a gummy fire sprite to my collection. And I now realize sometimes why my my average kills during a game is not that high. It's because most players do not start in the outer areas to go within. They just like have the weirdest strats. Fuck! I hate how some weapons have way too slow for reload. They should. One thing I feel like too few people complain about is the slow reload on weapons. They should increase the reload on weapons. Now I can see the cool sprites I have. I have a normal water sprite. I have a gummy water. Oh, it was a water sprite. So a gummy water sprite. I have a earth sprite, a fire sprite, a gold fire sprite, duck sprite, ghost sprite, dream sprite, demon sprite, punk sprite, and sprite. I got both a gold and a gummy sprite. Yo! Fuck yeah! Also, I haven't done, like, I have been streaming for over 2 hours, and
Yeah,
the
it's true.
Fortnite streams aren't as important to do like consistent in a normal way, because like their Fortnite streams are like I don't care as much on them, because like I don't even put them into a playlist, because like they're Fortnite streams.
Mm.
So I might consider just to finish off the stream now, cause like don't feel like going longer than about 2 hours. Plus now, people that haven't seen my new shit, like this background, can see it. Plus I have the one thing I have added here is I have one toggle on my keyboard that switches between the two frames. The night day, but I wish I could have like a setting where I can then not just switch between this but also add the bed with the same button. I think I can, if I set that up correctly, to make sure both are off currently, so I can then go into some settings and add so that whenever I click to activate, the day Kuro's bed also get activated. And when I click it away, it gets deactivated. Could set that up on hotkeys by going to just chatting to find that one. Yeah,
I just made an archery range. I fucking love this.
Nice.
Sakura bush. Oh, there's already something growing there and there. Gotcha. Never mind.
Yeah, now I done it correctly because now the bed switches between, when it switches between night and day, the beds switch as well. Fuck yeah! So now if I use the indicator, I could go from having nighttime. If I switch to daytime, the bed changes as well. I could, if I wanted to add a set extra layer, I can switch it so that when I switch to the day, Kuro shows up in front of my character. I could set that up. I gotta just make sure I have that set correctly. Yeah, I know now. Now I know which one I should add to there as well. So another one added to the collection of what happens when I choose that one specific button. So now whenever I want to quickly switch between night and day, I don't need to click multiple buttons. I just need to click like simple few buttons. Now I fixed it that my mascot is above you, but now I switch it back to the nighttime because it's the one that makes the most sense here. Gotta open stream sheet, go to the sounds because I haven't changed those. But yeah, which I also gotta potentially update at some point. The same as starting soon. And gotta see if there's anyone I can raid currently. There's a few I feel like could work.
Which one did I put on?
to raid. I gotta see with this first one I thought of. So, yeah. Huh. We're gonna be raiding a person by the name of Galaxy Nexus Games, who is currently also streaming Fortnite. And also, I hope people who watch this stream, no matter how long they've been watching it, that they have enjoyed what they've been watching, and that makes them want to come, try to see if they can come back to the next one. So yeah, and also, if someone have noticed that it might feel like it's less ads towards the very end of my streams than other points, is because I always make sure when I'm at the end of my stream I snooze the ads so no one gets stuck in ads right as we're about to raid and I say goodbye and everything, because then it's like people be like, what happened? And it's like, nothing, you just got stuck in raid and ads. So to avoid that, all I gotta say now is goodbye and hope to see you guys in the next stream. Bye.